Hello world of sim racing and welcome to a special edition of me talking to a camera today. So as you can see, we got a box here, we got a box here, and we got another box right there. So welcome to this special unboxing video today, which will be a rather interesting unboxing and a rather expected unboxing as well. So as you've heard in the last couple of Michi's esports diaries, we have decided to go with a new machine, and here it is, a Silent Base 802 Be Quiet case ATX, a tower PC. I want to call it, yeah, you know, guess what? Exactly. Mercedes fanboy speaking, a high performance power tower. And this particular machine, we're gonna have a look at it, a more closer look at it. We want to get it out of the case. Well, we want to get the case out of the case, you know, out of the package. And I've just picked it up today. Again, thank you so much, Kiebel.de, for supporting me with a big boy, with a big machine. And you know what, we just turn it around and get it out of the case. I think that sounds like a good idea. And we are looking, it is a very heavy machine, and let's see if I can get it out easy going. One of those downsides of those things, whenever I turn them off, especially in winter, it's the moment you pick them off and touch them the first time, you may get electrified, you may just get a little shock. So I just very much hope that this doesn't happen. First of all, let's have a look what we have here. That is something that my other case haven't had. And I see it's different styles and different objects and different blankings we can use for the front bus, it seems. And as of right now, not really expecting to use them. Because, you know, I'm a... Like, I don't get this RBG or RGB? I think it's RGB. This RGB trend where everything needs to, you know, shine fancy in red, blue, yellow, green, whatsoever. I'm just a plain, you know, let's play guy. So machine doesn't need to be illuminated. I mean, of course, I appreciate a little light so that I see that it is running. But, you know, in hard lines, really, I don't need all this fancy, oh look, we need to, I don't know, we need to have the machine somewhat shiny somewhere, just to make it look great and good and whatnot. Yeah, anyway, we got some more, those looking like hand trays, which is pretty nice, like, you know, a hand tray to put it somewhere or to put it stationary. It could also be the foot. We'll figure that out later. But for now, for the time being, let's get this machine out of its bag. And I'll rather look how to do it without effing stuff up. Come on, get off. Great. Put it up there real quick. Nice. Let me just remove this piece of plastic real quick, and then I'll put it down, or better say, I put this board back with me. And here it is. Interestingly, the case is completely closed, and you know, this is exactly what I meant before. I don't need this super fancy window thing, whatever. What I need is a basic case that's just plain good closed, has a good airflow, and that's about it really. So if we are looking into the possibilities we now have with this machine, first of all, we have a look at the main board here in the back, and I hope that this goes well now without effing up my complete video. Zoom, 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 it's maximum zoom already. Never mind. So, what do we have here? 4 USB 3.2, 3.0. I think those looks to be 2 more old USBs. I'm gonna keep that in the back because this is just, you know, a friendly reminder that we have a nice 3080 GTX down there, which has 2 HDMI and 3 display ports. Let's go. Beyond that, we have 2 Wi-Fi antennas. Not sure why we need, or whether we will need them, because I'm playing on a LAN anyway. We have 2 more high-speed USBs, 2 USB 3.1s, which is great. And down there we got a sound card, and that sound card is going to be used for for the streaming, obviously, and for having a good audio, because I'm planning very much to get to dual PC streaming, and beyond that I'm planning to have more well, you know, another microphone, a better microphone indeed. On the front bus, also very nice, 2 USBs, another USB-C, so that's going to be interesting for the camera if we need it. And that's really it, guys. That is our new machine. For the ingredients, let me put that aside real quick first, and we can surely talk about the ingredients. So I've already mentioned the RTX GeForce, which is a 3080 RTX with DDR6, 10 gigabytes. We have DDR5 RAM, 4800 megahertz frequency, and most important, like the absolute core of the machine, the Intel Core 12th generation Alder Lake i9 12900 FK or KF. I think it's KF. Supporting us with 16 cores running at 3.9 gigahertz, and I think in the turbo mode they run up to 5.3 or so. So this machine pretty much would be ready for single stream and sim racing at the same time, which for the time being will probably be a solution I will have to start with. Because here's the thing, yes, I got my old PC, and before we look into those boxes, there's already, you know, I'm moving houses in less than 3 weeks actually. So with the Virtual Endurance Championship, 8 hours of Road America coming up on the 8th of January, and then the very important 24 hours of Le Mans, the virtual, in the Le Mans Virtual Series, yeah. In the Le Mans Virtual Series, those 2 races are fairly important, and those 2 races are about, you know, in time, so we need to get going. It is just a little bit more than a week to the Virtual Endurance Championship race. It's a little more than 2 weeks to the Le Mans 24 hours finale in the Le Mans Virtual Series. And that means we need to get going, we need to get testing, we need to do the work. Beyond that, we keep also racing with the iRacing Mercedes. So the minimum requirement I want to personally met is to do the VEC race and the 24 hours on this particular new machine. And I will not be 100% equipped to be able to 100% race on a dual streaming PC setup yet. We'll need to see. Oh, shit. F. I just realized, and it's quite funny because I've made my head up about this situation for a couple of times, and I've thought about everything. I've thought about extensions of the USB cable. I've thought about extensions of HDMI or long enough HDMI cable to DisplayPort, HDMI, maybe even a DVI display connection. I've thought about a mouse and a wireless keyboard. I thought about a next screen or another screen, and maybe even some holder for the screen. But for God's sake, what I forgot to think about was a goddamn freaking LAN cable. So you'd think now, oh, this is quite easy, just get LAN cable, just plug it in. It's not that easy, because I do have 2 LAN cables available, actually 3, but they are already built up and used and needed. And first, my switch doesn't allow for a 5th, and beyond that I would need a cable that has a length of at least 8 to 10 meters. I see loads of offline tests coming up. Anyway, that is just something that came to my mind. Let's go on with unboxing little boxes. I love that this is already kinda opened. Actually, I don't love it, but either way. So carefully, let's have a looky what is inside. And inside we got 2 small packages. And as you can imagine, I love that plastic band. It's the same thing twice. And this just explains and pretty much shows what I said before. Like, I've literally thought about everything. Here we go. DisplayPort to DisplayPort cable. Is it 4.5 meters, that one? Or is it just 2? Can't remember. This looks like more being 4. I think it's 4.5 actually. So yeah, DisplayPort cables for wiring stuff. Very, very important. And last but not least, the bigger package, which, surprise, surprise, will probably include more cabling. But to other people's surprise, there is something else inside there. Well, I hope there is. It would be drama if it's not. Well, wait, since I postponed anything, it would be no drama at all. Anyway. Amazon Basic box. And that is something for my new room, which I will need there because I have carefully managed and carefully measured and came to the conclusion that it is very, very much necessary for being up to date, which means having a TV, which means being able to pull up that TV in the spot where I really want it. A monster HDMI cable, 8 meters long, quite well isolated. So yeah, that was a necessary thing to my understanding. There should be something more in it though. Amazing. Can you guess what it is yet? Yes. 4K 60 Pro Elgato capture card. So this little beauty will go into our, well, new old machine, because there is an old machine already. So the machine I'm currently racing on will be the new old machine. while this will be the new machine. So this capture card, this baby here, is able to produce 4K resolution. Well, it's able to capture 4K screens at 60 Hertz. Now you'll be like, wait, you got an ultra wide, it's not 4K. Why do you need this? Because this one has a pass-through of 240 Hertz, which essentially means, and I hope I've done enough research on it, that I will be able to have enough push-through, no lagging, no latency, no whatsoever issues with this machine and with this card. If I put my ultra widescreen resolution through this capture card. That is what I believe and hope it does. To be tested though, to be tested offline. And yeah, I don't plan to do a million of let's test this streams and then, you know, have to admit that everything is effed up. So I'm trying to pretty much get this thing going offline all alone, and hopefully be able to present you a good result. So guys, that's it for the unboxing of our new high performance power tower, of our, well, cabling, and most importantly the 4K 60 Pro capture card. And yeah, it's not the final video of the year. Tomorrow is Friday, so New Year's Eve, Sylvester it's called everywhere, I think, as far as I'm concerned. So there will be a final wave of goodbye for 2021 tomorrow, as Amichi's Esport Diaries. Not sure how I'm gonna call this, probably Amichi's Esport Diaries too, because we kind of messed up one last week. But you know, I did not want to make this a 50-minute video and just yeah, be talking and then, you know, have the big surprise and afterwards we just go into the talking, chatting kind of thing. So that's gonna do it for this one. That's gonna do it for the upgrades. The biggest part of the upgrades are here. Now Papa Michi needs to start installing and programming and fixing and ever so much fixing and failing and even more fixing. And when we're done fixing, someone needs to fix me, and then we can actually enjoy racing and hopefully dual stream performance, hopefully also magic great pictures all together. It's a bit of an iconic thing that this machine will probably suit the new, well, it's not iconic, it's not funny because it is how it's designed to be. I may lack a ton of USB-C adapters or USB-C slots in my new old machine. And I know how nice docking stations are that can pretty much F up with everything. So will be an interesting one for you guys to see whether I actually come up with a fixed solution. Disclaimer already, I wish you guys to be patient on me, because as I said, we're moving houses in the next 2 to 3 weeks. Then I need to get up to running. Then I need to still do practicing and get up to speed. And then obviously I don't have any days off, unlike right now, to spend hours and hours and hours of fiddling with this. So I don't want to, you know, sound like I want to push back everything, but I will need to push back this project. So it will go, you know, simultaneous engineering. It will go alongside with the testing. It will go alongside with any other stuff. You know, we need to get going, get Steam on it, get iRacing on it, get rFactor 2 on it, get ACC on it, get Motec on it, get SimHub on it, get well, OBS as well, sort the partitions, configure the games. Oh my god, setting up rFactor 2 from scratch. I've done that last time 3 years ago, and stuff has changed. Yeah, you guys see, there's lots of stuff to do. There's lots of stuff I have to deal with. So be patient with me. I'm working slowly but surely towards a better quality. Also trying to get a microphone, an additional one, and yeah, eventually we will see. How we get going after all. Lots of technical stuff that needs to be thought through. So you see guys, my head is still a mess. Like I got sorted on the hardware now comes the fun part, fiddling with the software. Yeah. Anyway guys, that's gonna do it for today. That's gonna do it for this one. Thank you so much for watching, and have the comments down in the comment area below. Looking forward, and then make sure not to miss tomorrow's final episode of the year, the Sylvester's special on Mitchy's Esports Diaries. Will be a short wrap up of the year, and a massive amount of thank yous to everyone. So make sure to tune in tomorrow. Really want to appreciate you guys having all the support ready for me this year. Anyway guys, thanks so much for watching, and see you there tomorrow. Goodbye.